Oh boy, as they say, made some progress. The motor is in the car. Everything underneath is done. It's ready to go. Hopefully not gonna have any issues making it this weekend. I probably got 2 or 3 hours worth of work left on it. Not too bad, not a big deal. Everything underneath is done. Like I said, got to put valve covers on it, hook everything up, put turbo kit on it, oil filter, prime the fuel system, and it ought to be ready to bang off. So hopefully I'll be good. Going to try to do that tomorrow. Randy's, Bryan got his transmission out today, and it is cooked. So Bryan pulled the transmission apart. Looks like what happened is one of the races we were on we had a couple passes that were pretty fast back to back, and then we went on the trans brake and we sat there a little long on the trans brake, and this things don't run any transmission coolers, and so man, I wish the smell come through the phone. Woo, this thing stinks. It don't smell as bad as High Guard burnt, but this is a mix of like Type F transmission fluid and the blue Castrol fluid. So it still stinks pretty bad though. So, but he had to order some parts today, so he should be fine. Everything will be here tomorrow. You can see the drum. It cooked it. The band is toast. It cooked the drum. And what happened, so we lost high gear completely. And so we think what happened is when it got hot from, being on trans brake a little long, it got hot and then it pushed the thrust bearing. So the thrust bearing that sets the play, see all the needles. When Bryan pulled the pan off of it, he said he saw all these little needle bearings in the bottom of the transmission. So the thrust bearing come apart that sets thrust, and then we don't know exactly what happened first, but at some point the heat is what caused it, he believes. And so the heat caused it. Then the high gear clutches, when they got worn, and you can see they're all, they're smoked. The high gear clutch pack, it's a 10 clutch pack. But when they got smoked, then the piston come out too far. And you can see some of it's hard to see down in there, but some of the seal is out. And what happens is, this thing is cut so deep, it's not designed to have a lot of play coming in and out. And that's exactly what will happen. If this piston comes out too far, it's going to get caught on the lip and it's not going to apply. And then that's going to, finish off the steels and the frictions. So it's repairable though. It's not damaged beyond repair. So that's a good thing. Planetary is fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's got that 158 planetary. All that stuff is good. But these have not been in it for a very long time. So I don't know. We probably need to build us one of those transmission coolers that you can cool it down in between rounds. Typically blower car, it doesn't put a lot. He doesn't sit on trans brake a long time, so it doesn't put a lot of heat on it. So, it's not too bad usually, but you can see in the pan, lots of material. So, it is what it is. So, I had a bunch of help tonight working on mine. John helped on mine a bunch tonight. So I appreciate all the help that John did. And Bryan's busting butt on Randy's doing the maintenance on that. So hopefully we'll be good to go. Bryan's been working on his for a little while too. And I know I've mentioned it a couple times. And it's bad. It's not quite done yet, but it is awesome. This thing is going to be unbelievable when it gets done, when it gets completely done. And this thing is so low. This thing, what year is this one, Bryan?
68.
This is a 68, and he's been busting butt on it, like kicking tail on it like crazy. And there's John and there's Bryan. John, he was helping us at the track. He's been helping out a lot. So, it's a good time. But this thing, man, how deep was it in the woods?
At least 60 foot.
I come over here one day and I could hear the chainsaw going. He couldn't even find it. He got this thing several years back, like 5 or 6 years ago.
13 years.
Oh, 13 years ago. So it's been a long time. He got this thing and it just sat in the back. And so he decided to peel it out. The blue car, the camo car, it got crashed. And ever since it got crashed, he's been fighting it. It's been giving him a really hard time. And so that's the reason he finally decided to do this. Same power plant, of course. LS swapping the Mustang. This is freaking phenomenal. This thing is just crazy. And, it's got potential. It's got... Do what? This thing has got crazy potential. And it's not quite done.
LS, it says it's a Ford. Look.
It's not a Ford.
It says it is.
It
must be true.
Oh yeah, it's a Ford-ish. Ford design. Ford design. That's better, right? Mm-hmm. LS motor. I think it was designed by Robert Yates or somebody. That's what they said anyway. So this thing is bad, son. And so it's got the 106 on it. It's got, I mean, it's not anything stock by any means. What block's in it?
There's a dark LS Next.
And what crank's in it? So
it's got a 4-inch stroke dark billet CCW shaft.
And trick flow heads.
255 trick flows, Wiseco pistons, Callie's billet I-beam rods. It's got a John Bewley cam in it.
Little John.
So, and the sniper intake make it look like a streetcar.
Streetcar-ish. So this thing, man, he's putting the windows and stuff in it. And you know it's gonna have Lexan in it instead of glass. But this thing is 100% steel. The only thing that is not steel on this car is going to be the hood. I mean, and you can see, I'm trying to talk him into leaving the paint job like this. I love this doggone the look where it's been weathered and the patina. I love the rusted out deck lid. He ain't feeling it though, but it's got the 9-inch rear end in it out of the other car. He was able to cut it down and get it, fitted up in there. I mean, dude, the stance on this thing is just unbelievable. It is just awesome. So, you know, and there's a lot of parts and pieces off of the other car that he's made fit. I mean, Bryan's a body man by trade. So, I mean, this thing, you know, we got to clean up some wiring. But it's a full race car. This is no different than, you know, the cars that we're seeing out there every day, every weekend. You know, it's all steel. I mean, 100% steel. Unbelievable. Hey, stick the hood on it real fast. Y'all check this hood out. This thing is bad to the bone, too. This is a hood that come off of the Mustang. It's a feather carbon hood. And I know feather carbon, you're saying, or I was like, feather carbon don't do a hood for an old Mustang. Well, he was able to modify it. And like I said, he's a body man by trade. So check this bad boy out. So that thing fits. He cut the front of it off. And of course, it's a little longer since it's this style of Mustang's got a long nose on it. And like I said, all the body panels are factory. Everything is stock. But look at that thing with the hood on it. He built it and molded it. Dude, that thing is awesome. Is that the 6-inch hood?
Yes.
That's the 6 too. That's just like I got on my car. That thing is unbelievable. A little exhaust sticking out the hood. And he swooped it down a little bit on the front so that, because there's no place to really put anything on the front to hold it. So he's hoping the air pressure will hold that thing down. This thing is awesome. This thing is going to be just unbelievable when it gets done. He's hoping he can get it going in the next couple weeks, but that may or may not happen. It kind of depends. He's got to send his injectors off. The injectors, last time he was out with him, he had a couple stuck injectors. So the injectors have got to get clean. So that may or may not happen, but he's taking his time on it. And it's coming along. He's making great progress on it. It's a freaking unbelievable car. Bryan, it's going to be awesome. Digging it. All right, y'all. See, hopefully we'll be at Galot on Saturday. As long as Randy's gets back together and Bryan's will be out soon. Look how low this thing is. I mean, it literally is like, it's like stomach high. I mean, it is. It's hard to capture it in the picture. Wow. Awesome. All right, also, don't forget, we got a lot of racing left. I know it's starting to get the end of October, but down south, we can race all winter, it seems. There's constantly races happening. So this coming weekend, we'll be at Galot. Anything goes. We'll be in the LS Nasty 28x10 no time shootout. It's going to be an awesome race. I think they're there Friday and Saturday, but we'll be there Saturday as long as we don't have any hiccups and we don't have any problems with Randy's or mine. So right now, everything's looking positive, though, so I think we're going to be good. Now, the weekend after that, we'll be back at Galot again. This is the Pro Mods, but Galot is going to throw a 28x10 race. Same rules we normally run on Thursday night with free entry. So 28x10, no time, but with one exception. One pretty big exception. Some people are going to be really happy. Some people are going to be, maybe, maybe not. But people are down in Georgia this weekend and the clocks are on.
people are showing times. There's a lot of people that are not happy about it, but we're going to have the clocks on at Galot as well. We have not had a 28 by 10 car go into threes. I'm hoping that, you know, everybody doesn't kill their stuff at Georgia this weekend, or maybe we could get Meth Head or Bumblebee. You know, I don't know if Ziff Hudson would come up or not. You know, they're all kind of far away. October 26th, the Pro Mods will be at Galot, and there will be a 28 by 10 race with the clocks on. And so hopefully we'll have, you know, at least 16 cars, free entry, free money again. So, you know, there again, you get on the big stage. Usually there's a lot of Pro Mods there, so it should be really fun. So y'all come out, check us out, have fun. Galot Motorsports Parts for the next 2 weekends in a row. So come see it. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all next time. Go fast and get some win lights. Thanks.